Ladies and gentlemen, the towers have landed.
Hey,
Yo,
We're here.
what up?
Hey.
We're here.
How are you doing, guys? And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for taking out the time and coming here. I've been waiting for this podcast for a while. We've been trying to schedule it for a while as well. We're finally here. I won't ask any of you to answer, but how are you guys doing right now? I think you performed yesterday at Morphed. And
Yes, we did.
performed recently at the Colony. Andhere Mein is out now. In case you guys have not heard it, go to Spotify. Check Towers out on Instagram. All of that. Link in bio. I always do the plugs at the end. मैंने कहा इस बार मैं पहले करूँगा. Like, so that actually
Business
works.
first.
But how are you guys doing? And I know you guys are now finally getting out to, make people listen to your music live and everything. How's that experience been for you guys so far? You guys have to figure out who's answering.
Yeah, we're
going to
talk over each other a lot.
That's fine.
Go for it.
Nobody really knows who's gonna lead what situation. But Lahore's been chaotic and it's been fun. We played a couple shows, recorded some songs with some amazing people, made some fucking amazing friends, met old friends. It's always a great time in Lahore. Every time we come here, we get shown
It's like
love.
equal parts exhilarating and well, fuck that, but we get a lot of love from Lahore, bro.
Yeah.
We've been really blessed. So there's a lot of things to be grateful for.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Lahori music scene has been picking up thanks to certain people, who they are. Might be in this room. Who
Might
knows?
not.
Yeah,
Maybe
they might
are,
just be
maybe
here
they're
by
not.
dub, but
Absolutely.
yeah, that's Maanu in the house, TQ in the house, Siki in the house. In case
That's
guys should know who the recognition goes to, but
Big team.
Shout out to the fam.
yeah, for sure. And you guys have been working closely in tandem with them, making more and more music. I want to talk specifically about the 3 tracks that you guys have released right now that are available on Spotify to listen to in case I need to reiterate myself. But what has the creative process been like for the last year or two? And I say year or two because really I think the last 2 years have marked like a certain point in human history that we should really consider somewhat of a restart.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of things are very different pre-COVID now, like in the post question mark COVID era. So what has it been like for you boys?
It's been really good actually because उसमें COVID से फिर ये हो गया था कि एक तरह से then you just had all this time and you had ideas that you could now work on because the world was like not working basically.
Yeah, everybody had like free reign to try the shit that they wouldn't have necessarily tried before that. Whether that be like something you're already doing and you want to do it a different way or whatever, or just like fucking change the lifestyle. You know,
I think people make plans and then when they don't work out, you're like, yeah, kya scene? And a lot of that happened. Like,
Very tasty. Shout out.
What?
Sorry bro.
and we're back from the break.
Technical difficulties. Apologies to all 3 of you for the amateur
worries, man.
setup, but we're trying our best. I was asking.
so are we.
We are trying our
really trying.
Let's
our
all
We
best.
really
apologize
are
to each
trying
other
our
and then
best right
lift
now.
each
In
other
all
up,
parts of
bro.
our
That's what's
lives.
happening
No,
here.
you guys are freaking awesome. I wanted to talk to you about the ideation behind it, what Towers is, not just you guys individually as a band, but I mean like as an idea, as a concept when you're first thinking about making a band or calling it a certain thing. Like every story is really interesting. Taka Tak, for example, I talked to them. Their name came out of random chance. Like what was the idea behind calling it Towers or just being Towers? Was there a certain thing in specific that made you guys want to, or what is it? Like what are the Towers basically?
Well, we're towers.
We're
the
towers, bro.
And I mean, initially it started really just as a common story. It started in Karachi. We're all friends from really young age. And
cool.
And we didn't really play music. I mean, they had a band that they were in together early. This is the first time I'm in a band.
Cool.
And we would make music in my basement and go upstairs and hang out on the roof, and there would be buildings, towers, and we just stare at them and talk shit and take breaks. And then I don't remember whose idea it was though to call it Towers.
I think
It was a collective idea.
standing on
Okay,
top
we're all
of
taking credit for it. Yeah.
looking at it and being like, acha,
It's mine.
words, and then we're like, Towers. Okay, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the
freaking
one.
awesome. And so this is a classic story, but like a
Classic
classic
story.
story of 3 friends who played music. But was this something that you guys knew from a young age? When retrospectively, of course, looking into it, like pata the starts like yaar music hi karna hai aur kuch nahi karna.
Nahin.
Was it different
not
for
at
you
all.
guys?
No,
Really?
no,
Bro,
no,
karna tha, but just didn't believe it. You know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. I never even considered it. I didn't play instruments growing up or any of that. wasn't like in a musical family or an artsy family.
Yeah.
It just it happened. It happened by straight chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that true for you as well? Like,
Yeah. I grew up in a completely corporate family. My dad was a banker. My mother's a teacher. No artistic background whatsoever. My brothers and sisters all did BBA, MBA. And मैं भी उसी लाइन में जा रहा था until I like took a gap year and I'm like मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ अपनी ज़िंदगी के साथ. और फिर
Didn't you almost join the military?
I did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
stark contrast from musician.
It was either architecture कर लेता हूँ and कुछ वहाँ से हो जाएगा, वो थोड़ा creative लगता था. So then I used to and I did go for a military test.
Yeah.
और वो हो गया था proof.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But then मैंने architecture का भी टेस्ट दिया था और वहाँ से भी आ गया था. I was like यार थोड़ा art करते हैं, क्या सीन है
Art
boy AB.
I'm glad you made that choice, man. Now the world gets Star Wars, and you guys are absolutely killing that shit.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I mean, all 3 songs, Filhaal and Dere Mein, Sedhi Baat, just all of them.
Thank
all
you
of
so
them,
much.
according to me
Appreciate
at
that,
least, like as somebody who listens to music on his way and to and from work every day.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
they slap. They slap.
Absolute,
They're good songs.
absolute bangers. Like,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
and I love it, and it's a very unique kind of style. I feel as if, and this is something I actually wanted to do. I tried researching on what you guys do individually for the band, but I'm just gonna tell you what I've picked up you guys do, and then you guys can kind of elaborate on what roles you individually play.
I'd like to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just one
Outside
word,
view.
one word each, like
Yeah.
bassist, singer, rapper. That's it. That's what I think. Is
That's pretty accurate.
Is
but
it?
हाँ, Bilal.
There's layers to that.
There's
yeah. So I
layers,
want
हाँ.
please
There's layers
unpack
to
that.
तो हमारी division कुछ इस तरह हो जाती है कि चंगेज जो है obviously मतलब bass भी बजाता है, but then melodies वगैरह भी he has some great ideas, and Bilal is obviously the king of melodies. और
Yeah.
Come
he
get
On
is
tap.
मतलब
Come get
जो बात है
on
मतलब
tap.
Hey,
बहुत
who
अच्छी
wants
melodies
it?
बनाता
I
है.
got you. Want?
And initially the songs that we were performing even Andheri Mein was Bilal's song, and the way we like approached LMM was कि Bilal के गाने इनको इस तरह sexy कैसे कर सकते हैं, उनको cool कैसे, तो structure वगैरह जो था.
Because I'm notoriously
और
uncool. I'm not cool.
and we just had a drum machine and I was like चल मैं drum machine बजाता हूँ.
Yeah.
तो मैं manually drum machine बजा रहा होता था और उसमें
Yeah.
The bass holds it all
उल्टी सीधी
together.
टुई शुई कर रहा होता था मैं.
Yeah. We that it started really as just like that line that when we started performing as Towers just started out of necessity. Like we got approved. I applied to LMM. We weren't playing or jamming or anything. I applied to LMM just as myself, and they accepted us. They sent me an acceptance, and I quickly realized after looking at the applications, like, I don't want to be on that stage alone. It would be cool, but like, I'm gonna take
Boys
and
guy.
I have these songs, and what the fuck can we do with these songs in 10 days? And generally, the speed at which we've moved at since then is the same with everything we do. Here's what's in front of us, and how do we fucking attack it ASAP? Like,
So
what can
wait,
yeah.
pause. You guys formed because of LMM in a way.
No,
Well,
no.
no.
It
नहीं,
goes
हम लोगों
way
ने-
back, bro.
हम
We've
लोगों
been
ने
playing.
कोई 2014
Yeah.
2012 में कोई गाना बनाया था एक, और लोगो बनाया था और साउंड क्लाउड पे अपलोड किया. हमने कहा फिट सीन है
हमारा
bye.
band bun गया.
And we're like, now we're a band, and then we didn't do shit for like 2 years. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And we would meet and hang out. We just wouldn't play music because it's not like something we did jamming and shit like that. We didn't really do that for fun generally. We did it, but we do other shit for fun.
I think even then, like whatever was happening in our lives, then it was a good outlet. So every now and then you like, come together and you're like, oh, bro, we just get, like, so it was good.
Yeah.
And everyone's like got a very diverse like range of music listening that they do. It's very different from each of us. There are overlaps, have been over the years.
Yeah.
But now the way it looks like it is just like, you listen to something, you're like, bro, yes or no? Kya scene hai iska?
Yeah. No, I feel like a lot of different styles merged together in your music. And I actually wanted to ask you about that as well. Like, what kind of style or what kind of a different, I don't want to use the word genre, but what kind of a different element do each of you bring? Like, what would you want to say? Like, what's your forte in terms of
Fuck.
musical genres individually? Like, what do you guys?
I really like the sexy genres.
The sexy
That's
ones.
The sexy
Sexy
ones.
का scene है.
Sexy का scene है.
Those are my favorite too.
Yeah,
बहुत
right?
मजा आता है.
And anger music. I love rage music.
Damn.
Yeah, mosh pits and like
So
I never really was into metal or rock. I was always bachpan se I was always listening to rap music, hip hop.
Very nice.
But Pakistan aake phir thoda samajh aaya ki kya scene hai, like instruments ka and all like the whole classic rock. I never had listened to classic rock or anything like that until like 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, Pakistan mein. And then like I don't know where even to say what influence I bring to Towers, because it's just everything happens so effortlessly with us. We just make an idea and
मतलब वो एक understanding जो होती है ना दो तीन लोगों के बीच में, I think it runs in the same tracks जिसमें वो friendship और वो वाला love वाला scene जो चल रहा होता है ना, उसी में music भी आ जाता है.
Right.
So you're like, the ideas that we've been sharing with each other for so much time, they're very easy for each of us to pick up on what the other is thinking.
Right.
So I think that
genre wise, I don't think we have a genre.
Yeah.
I don't like to be restricted by the word genre.
Yeah.
तो हम लोग जब कुछ बना रहे होते हैं हम सोचते नहीं है ओ भैंचो ये रॉक तो नहीं है, ये वो ज़्यादा रैप तो नहीं होगा,
ज़्यादा पॉप तो नहीं होगा,
बस
no, it is what it is.
और वो डाल देते हैं.
If it's sexy, it's getting
That's exactly it. That's the criteria. That it has to be
sexy.
Sexy anger music.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Damn.
That's your next line.
No, but like, do you listen to Andheri Mein?
Yeah.
And what's the vibe that you get from it?
Very. For a second, this might sound very uneducated answer, but I was like, Mumford and Sons. Thoda sa started like.
Holy shit!
Oh, so
okay.
Influences are there. I mean, Billy played a lot of like uke and acoustic music.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's what
in
I
the
learned
middle as
first.
well.
I was learning.
No, because with sorry to cut you, but with Sedhi Baat.
Yeah,
that was a very different like okay, so full disclosure, and this is what I was thinking about last night listening to that song again. I was like, yeah, normally when if somebody adds like chipmunk vocals, I was like, turn this shit off immediately. I was like, nahi, ye nahi, mujhe nahi pasand vocals. Lekin us gaane mein it worked, man. Like
it worked,
and that was a pretty, I think, ballsy thing to do. Was it like was it studio better boys yaar chipmunk vocals dalne ke liye, like wo kya tha wo? But like I feel as if that kind of stuff is exactly what you were talking about previously, which is you're not really restricted by a genre, a certain kind of sound. It's just what works.
Yeah.
And you guys just seem to always know what works.
You have to also like feel the room, right? So that time we were working with Jamal Rahman, and matlab ek vibe set hui bhi thi. We were doing the music and he brought out this thing which helped him do that, and then we listened to it a few times and we're like, okay, this is fire. Let's leave it in there, you know. That was what it was.
That song actually, yaar, Siki ko kyun mara yaar? Like us music video mein us bechare ne kya kiya?
We volunteered. He didn't sign an NDA.
No, there was an injection. I saw the whole thing. You guys killed Siki. What the hell?
He was put through a lot of torture that day.
Yeah.
And we love him.
He was foaming at the mouth and shit.
I'd like to clear that up right now. I would kill somebody for Siki.
Yes.
I would kill somebody.
That's a good answer, bro.
I would never kill Siki.
Yeah, I think the podcast is over now.
That's it. Thank you guys. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, that music video was sick. That's a proper short film.
Yeah, that was one of the songs that we made in quarantine, right when the pandemic started, really.
Yeah.
And over the phone, we were talking to Jamal and we were just discussing, like, you know, really chords, technical shit. And then we wrote the song in a matter of, I guess, a few days. And then we had to wait till we could get out to Lahore. So we had time to, like, cook and think of ideas. And when we got out there, tracked it, recorded it, finished it, did some extra writing. And then the video was, I guess, came to him right there, and it was his idea, and he ran with it.
No, it was awesome, man.
He's even showing it at a short film festival right now.
Really?
I think it was yesterday.
Art Divi Film Festival.
Art Divi, yeah.
बहुत आला boys.
So,
that's pretty crazy.
वो अपना भी कम, you know, video shoot वाला scene कह रहा था, हम लोग music भी बजा रहे थे, so it was like a very like
no, it seemed like a
cool
very like match made in heaven kind of situation.
Definitely.
Where you guys could make the music and he could base like entire video off of it. So I thought it was pretty awesome. And you know, when you look at music videos and songs like that, do you guys ever feel as if maybe you like, do you ever feel inclined to play a certain kind of music? Obviously, considering this is ultimately, according to me, a business at the end, right? Or at least it's a way that you want to make money to a certain extent. Like you want to be able to be accessible to people. You want to be somebody that people have heard a lot of. Is this something that crosses your mind in your creative process when you guys are sitting and thinking of how to make music?
I mean, I think if you look at the music that we've released so far, the 3 songs, they're so just different
from each other.
Anything that we've produced ever it doesn't sound like the same thing, and that's what I love about Towers, is because nothing sounds like the previous song, and everything is an experiment. Commercial, हाँ मतलब इस तरह it is business at the end of the day, but us trying to make music is more like how can we like surprise each other, like oh ये क्या किया तूने, oh fuck,
it's a competitive thing.
मैं ऊपर से आता हूँ और मैं ये करके,
but it has to be fun, you know.
Yeah.
If it's not fun, why are you doing it?
No, I like that.
But if it is commercial at the end and it does like, then that's the result of our like work कि हमने अच्छा किया था, तो उसकी oh अच्छा, maybe it resonates with people, but yeah, it's like that.
You guys are really like redefining, you guys and a lot of other people, especially people in this room, are kind of redefining what mainstream means. Umar Fassi Bashir.
Umar Fassi, what up? Let's go, G.
But like you're redefining what it means to be mainstream in a way. Like Filhaal, for example, is not when you listen immediately, it's not like one of those songs which you expect will just take off.
फिलहाल जब लिखा था हमने साथ, तो हम लोग we were ready कि हम लोग हम पे हंसेंगे, जालिम आंखों से, मतलब क्या बोल रहे हम लोग, we were just ready, लोग हंसेंगे, खैर है कोई बात नहीं, fuck it.
But we really ran with the fucking idea, and we knew once we finished it what we had something on our hands, and we played it for the first time. When we played it, people started singing it back to us. Whoa. Hearing it for
the first time we played it live.
And what does that feel like?
That never changes. That feeling does not go away. When people sing your music back to you, Maanu sees me playing and tells me, every time I see him, he tells me, shut the fuck up. Just let them sing to you. Just let them sing to you. And because sometimes I can't hear them, or I have to keep myself on time. But when I do get those moments, oh my God, that shit never goes away. Yeah.
Man, it's just like the live performing aspect of it. I feel as if it's a completely different ball game than, of course, getting in the studio and making music. I feel like that's, and correct me if I'm wrong, because not a musician, you guys know better. But I want to know does it feel like the studio sessions are like the hard work or the hard rounds you're putting in, and then when you get to be in front of concert or an audience, you're like, now we can have fun with it?
Man,
is it the other way around?
Man, it used to feel like that shuru mein, but not anymore.
Like it feels like that when you don't enjoy working in the studio, or like when you don't enjoy a part of it, that's when it feels like, okay, I have to.
Or like if you don't have a studio,
and
you're just like, you know, camping out in someone's like living room and doing it.
But generally I feel like it's all fun. It's all, otherwise what is the point? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it was making money and it wasn't fun, I'd be like, okay, fuck yeah, this is the part of the job. But you know what I mean? It makes a little bit of money and it's fun. I'm willing to keep that shit sliding.
Best thing in the world, I think. As long as you're enjoying what you do. You look forward to Monday, I feel like. What can you...
Dude,
no, we don't stop working on Sunday, man, bro. Like that's the thing.
Have you met the Lal Qureshi, bro? Have you met Maanu?
Yeah.
These guys, work schedule. That's the work schedule.
That's encouraging. Watching
it's
TQ,
really
Maanu,
it is inspiring.
all these guys
surrounded by these musicians who are making amazing music.
And being able to hold their own, like just fucking putting
I'm gonna
it
plug
out
this
there,
right now. We're gonna have Zain Peerzada and Maanu on
Shout out.
very soon on the podcast.
Zain P is
Shout out.
Just to give like a
bro.
bit of context to why I really wanted this podcast with Zain and Maanu, is because we first interviewed them pre-pandemic, both of them, and from then till now, it's just been I feel like the whole thing's kind of flipped on his head, right?
Bro.
I feel like back then they were just talking about how, you know, we can do this and we can do that, we should do this and more people should do that, and now it's happening.
And
so
Bro, these guys are changing the game, literally. Zain, Maanu, Talal, Rosio, these guys are changing the game.
Oh, everybody, man, for sure. And I feel like now is more of a climate where people can, and like just the festival so far, like in Lahore, the two I can speak for that I know, because I'm very like in this basement all the time. I don't really know what's going on.
Everything
Get some sun, man.
starts from a basement somewhere. Everything fucking starts from a basement, goes places. Yeah,
हम लोग basement to basement काफी movement किया from one to the other.
For sure.
Our studio is also in a basement in Karachi.
We're living in a basement in Lahore, bro.
And we're living in a
Playing
basement in
these
Lahore.
fucking shows.
We're basement boys, but it's nice out here.
Basement jacks.
We can build good shit here, you know.
For sure, dude. Like it's so claustrophobic in a good way. It's like, bas idhar ye bunked in, just like.
Sometimes that insulation is really good for you when you're trying to like do something that's different.
Really?
When you're insulated, like you can show your work to other people, whatever. But when you've got that insulation, you're just powering through with the idea that you had.
Yeah,
it's like the purest version of that idea. Right, and then you get it to a place where it's like shaped and stuff. Iske baad, chalo, हाँ boys, देखो क्या सब set है.
And you guys mentioned this very briefly, like you guys are almost competitive about how you make music. Like walk me through that. Like how do you guys go through the creative process of what you do and how you do it?
It's like if I have made a beat, if I've worked on something and I've made a beat, then you know, then Bilal will listen to it and be like, oh fuck, beat banai hai. And then he'll be like, acha ye dekh. And then I'll be like, fuck bro, you gonna do that shit on me? And then I'm like, oh fucking yeah, you bench it. And then Changez be like, oh tune bench ye kiya main.
And Ashir will be like, change that now.
Yes, bro.
That makes so much sense, Ashir. Thank you so much, AB. That was exactly what I was looking for, bro.
AB's the kind of man you need to just clarify shit.
That's how we roll Filhaal.
Like, मुझे completely समझ
That's how Filhaal happened.
मुझे वाकई में completely समझ आ गई what the process like. That's freaking awesome.
That's good. That's shit. That's good. That's really good.
हाँ ये भी बहुत important होता है कि आप एक दूसरे को बताओ अच्छा ये थोड़ा cringe है इसको काट दे.
Yeah.
It's very tough, awkward moment of being in a band where you have to.
Oh no, it's the best part.
It's the best part. Honesty, respect, वो वाला scene है.
You suck. Play something else.
And then Changez will fucking play something else and be like, yo, how about this?
Or it'll be like, this is it now, and you have to fucking deal with it.
And then after the 10th time, you're like, I'm leaving. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Kal refresh okay.
Kal refresh exactly.
Boys, what is like? So it's very interesting where the name came from, or what the ideation is. Just whatever you guys come together. It's very experimental. You know, that's how you're gonna go about it. But when you make music, is there something that you want to kind of achieve from what you get across to your audiences? Do you care about that kind of stuff? Like what your audience is listening to and maybe what they're picking up from your songs or your lyrics or even just the vibe you're trying to create?
I'm a fan of music first. Like all the music that's being played around us and the shit that inspired us and all that, I'm a fan of it first, and then I feel like I make music second.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm always listening and paying attention. I feel like there's a lot of points in the process where you can lose that focus, but I do feel like if you keep your head in the game and you're like still enjoying being a fan, you don't like fall behind in terms of what's happening and what's possible, you know. But in terms of the audience, the main goal for me is to take Pakistan pop to world pop. You know what I mean? That's what it always has.
You shouldn't be limited to to where you're born, you know. Even the musical influences that we have are so diverse, you know. We're listening to people from Sweden, from Africa,
fucking Turkish disco music,
stuff,
African dance hall, bro.
Dance hall.
It's a whole vibe, and it changes region to region as well. Like Nigeria ka bilkul alag scene hai, you know. Tanzania ka alag scene hai, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys are really just trying to blend a lot of different kind of influences that you've had.
I mean, we're not trying though.
We're trying to blend, like even like if you listen to some African folk music, you can also, if you do some research, you can look into like Balochi people who came from Africa. उनकी rhythm में भी यही sound है जो वहाँ बज रहा है, और वो Balochi sound में एक तरह से transpose हो गया था, and it became like this very specific sound. और उनकी drum beats भी 1 2 3 4 नहीं होती थी, उनकी 3 या 6 या random अजीब सी होती थी, and like
they have their own versions of instruments like the banjo. There's a Balochi banjo that, like, when I found out it was called a banjo, I was like, what the fuck? That's ours? And it's so easy to play. It's so much fun. But all these influences, whether they be folk or contemporary, whatever they are, we're not really thinking about it when we're making this shit. We just like, hey, that's...
It's just like what we're all bringing to the table. My favorite bass player is probably Cliff Burton, who was Metallica's original bass player.
Right.
Now look at that music and where we are right now, you know. So
this doesn't sound like a Metallica-inspired band at all.
Yeah, but
the next one might, bro. The next one just might.
Oh, really?
एक है एक गाना है जो थोड़ा सा metal है.
Oh, bhai. Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we have an EP with Zara Paracha that we made. And
shout out.
Yeah, how was it like working with her for the Colony as well, right?
She was playing with us and doing the
even
tech
at Morph,
at Morph as well, and we have a full EP and some singles with her. Working with her is the best. She's a legend in the game. Yeah,
it's fun, it's easy, and she's been part of like a lot of cool projects. So uske bhi influences phir thode se aate hain. Like her ideas and production are top notch.
Yeah, and are you guys like I don't know how to ask this question. Are you Karachi loyalists, so to speak? Like, do you represent your town wherever you go? And he's made a face. Ashir made a face. I don't know what that's about.
Scene ye ke you can't disown where you're from. You have to own it to a certain extent. Ke haan yaar, hum yahi se hain. This is where I was born. But it doesn't mean that you have to be restricted to that place. Yeah, like.
And you don't even have to like overcompensate for it being like, oh, Karachi is so beautiful. The people are so resilient. वो दब के मतलब resilient नहीं होगा तो
and I'm proud of it.
होगा,
I am proud of it. I love Karachi. I love being from it. I love the shit it's given me. I hate some of the shit it's given me. Like always looking over your shoulder. The things we've seen some fucked up things.
Yes,
we've seen some dark shit.
This whole country has.
Yeah. And even just individually, like, you know, you live somewhere long enough and you'll be exposed to every facet of it. Everything that happens. Jo bhi hota hai, हाथ डला होता है किसी का,
and you accept it and you just live your life.
But I fucking love leaving Karachi. It's like whether it's for tour, whether it's for whatever, even like maybe because I know I'm gonna go back and, you know, live my Karachi life, but then I can come to Lahore, I can go to Islamabad, whatever, and hopefully travel the world soon. Because again, the main goal is to go international with this and take what we have here, even if it's just our piece of it, and show it to the fucking largest audience we can that this exists and this is sick and it's sexy.
Yeah.
You know?
And that includes everything, the stage shows, the how we market it, who we're playing with.
Who runs your social media? I love
we
it.
do.
Oh, really?
Mostly. Yeah, all three of
just
you?
Just the three of us, yeah.
It's very like... It's a nightmare if I want to get some kind of research off of you before you guys like want to go be
we
like,
want to leave you confused.
Now come to our shows, pay that ticket monies.
I love it.
Listen to us.
Listen to our podcasts and we'll fucking tell you straight up.
Yeah, they gotta wait for the next on the mic, I think. But yeah, I mean, I love that. I love that it's so cryptic and I really like this mentality that you don't want to be bound to being from here or, you know, staying here, and that is just, this is music. You want it to be accepted globally. You want it to be accepted everywhere. How did you guys feel about Arooj Aftab recently?
Oh my god,
like
big bless up,
huge.
That's freaking crazy, man. Like,
mashallah.
And I mean, pardon my ignorance or whatever you want to call it, but that I didn't see that coming at all. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, where'd she come from? Like,
I think we saw it.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever followed her and you knew what
her
she
journey,
was up to,
like
if you like knew who she'd worked with here and then how she got there and what she did all the time she put in. I don't know her personally, but like just through hearsay and people talking, she was bound for great things early.
That's incredible.
It's inspiring. Like, matlab Pakistani recognition kahin bhi mile, kahin se bhi mile to even not even just music, like film koi agar recognize ho jaye, koi theater, kuch anything, like you just feel so proud because like fuck it. Even cricket ka match jeet jaun, fuck yeah, bro.
From it, you fucking dummy.
We gotta get Arooj on the podcast somehow.
Oh, that would be
great.
Because
I'm very very interested to hear her story. And she has a brilliant voice. Like, I heard one song, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, where's this been? You know what I mean?
So in like 2012 or 10, Ashir and I were listening to her covers.
Wow.
That she'd put on like
MP3.com और उसमें she messed it up, she laughed it and then फिर से वापस शुरू कर दिया और हम लोग बार-बार सुनते थे वो.
We were like, yo, this woman has a great voice and she's just putting herself out there, and that was like back then.
Crazy.
So like we know she's been doing things slowly.
Yeah.
Encouragement इससे इसलिए मिलती है because then you're like, अच्छा हम भी process के through जा रहे हैं.
Yeah.
And you know, it'll just keep taking the path that it does, so it keeps it exciting and fresh. And seeing someone else do it, you're just like, bro,
like you're seeing
that's
it
inspiration.
Go world. Yeah. You're seeing it's not about pop, it's not about like contemporary classic folk, it's about world.
Yeah,
like that's what the whole point of it is. When you're watching somebody who's around like the biggest names in music period, and they look like you and they sound like you, it really changes things.
Yeah.
And even from the beginning, when we saw bands, Pakistani artists in Pakistan working and being successful, that was a big part of like maybe just in subconscious making you think, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
You know? And, why would any of us be here if we didn't have something to compare
Everyone's
to?
got there's in anything, there's always somebody who's like paved the way, unless you're literally the first guy who took the first step to doing it. And I actually want to ask you guys, do you guys do music full time now? Is this what you guys do as a full time career?
Yeah.
when did you individually or collectively, however you want to answer this question, when you decide to take that leap of faith? And I'll say leap of faith because
it was.
It is one.
No, you're right
Definitely.
on the
and
money.
what was the thing that made you say, "Fuck it, this is what we're doing now"? And was there anything in the back of your mind that made you go, you know, maybe this is a bit too much of a risk, or whatever?
Today, yesterday, also every day.
Every day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day, yeah.
I think for me, it was very recent. So Filhaal had already been out for a while. We did Sedhi Baat, we did Andhere Mein. And I did feel like there was like, you know, it is risky, you know, but then you have to believe in what you're doing. And you have to be like, I'll put more time in this. And then this will become just like the other thing that I watered, you know, if it's a plant and it's growing, and the tree analogy, you know, that. So that was it for me. And I was like, let's do this.
Yeah. What about you boys? Was there
I
a
was
moment?
just fresh out of architecture school and then working jobs as an architect for different firms and stuff like that. Uske baad, like, after a while, that just became really redundant and like, like it wasn't fulfilling. So music was definitely happening on the side. But once we actually got out there, put the music out there, let people hear the music. Nikala bhi nahi tha music jab hum gigs kar rahe the, fact.
Yeah.
Bilkul
Not one song
live
out,
unreleased gaane
yeah.
bajate rehte the, and then people be like, yo, this song is really good. Oh no, I like that song, usme ye wala part. I'm like, wait a second, hang on, ye kya scene hai? Kuch kar sakte hain, isme tap kar sakte hain. So that's where the confidence of making music was like, acha haan nahi, hum ye kar sakte hain. Hum shit nahi hai.
Yo, even the set we played at Morph, like half the stuff was unreleased.
Oh, really?
So it is like a testing ground, you know, you like test out new stuff.
Like, it doesn't need to be that way always.
Doesn't have to.
But
Yeah,
we need to
yeah,
put out
it's
music.
good.
We understand that at this day and age in Pakistani music, this is the golden era, I think, because itne sare artists hain aur itna different kind of like music nikal raha hai Pakistan se.
Morph ka lineup.
और अगर आप नहीं निकाल रहे हैं और आप म्यूजिशियन हैं तो आप अपने साथ एक बिल्कुल डिसर्विस कर रहे हैं कि आप बहुत बड़ी गलती कर रहे हैं क्योंकि everyone wants to hear everything, like whatever's coming out.
There's
And
no pie that you can have less of. Like, where's
sabki jagah hai,
if
bro.
you are an artist in Pakistan, you will get put on these indie playlists. You will get pushed. Spotify aa gaya hai. You know, things are different now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And people can, like, now people have the ability to try anything. They can clone us if they want. You know what I mean? People can try and make a Filhaal, or people can try and make a Sedhi Baat.
Koshish to ki hai logon.
Yeah.
Go make it. Go make it.
Ho jata hai, like, kuch logon se bhi they can follow through and make the song. And just the fact that they can do that is good. You know what I mean? I enjoy seeing.
Yeah, there's no like discouragement.
Yo,
you know?
make a Filhaal. Please make another Filhaal.
Go.
Please make another Sedhi Baat. I want to see what you got. You
I
know
love
what
that. Yeah.
That's the whole.
No,
energy.
I love that, and I feel like that's just the mentality that anyone who's good at their craft should have. It's like, do your best, do the imitation. I encourage it. I'll outdo that and myself.
Yeah,
put
bro.
together. Right?
Yeah, bro.
I love that. And actually, to what you were saying earlier, Changez, like you guys play songs like, I feel like that's a lot of comedians. That's how they do it as well. At least जहाँ पे stand-up comedies के circles हैं, like they try their jokes, right? Whatever sticks, they put in the Netflix special they release, right? You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
And the fact that they get to keep touring and keep trying the set, and do you guys ever play a song and then go, I could tweak that?
Definitely.
All the time.
Yeah.
Most of the songs.
Man, so when we did Shola at Morph, we did it at Colony first. That was the first.
Shola is an unreleased song of ours which will be coming out.
Thank you. Thank you for context. Thank you for context.
Shola, ऐसी Shola नहीं.
Sorry. We're getting there.
Insider, the music video is being filmed tomorrow.
Inside scoop.
It's true.
But so for the Colony gig, there was some parts that we recorded already that were part of the song, and I played it that way. But I tried a few new things. At the Morph one, like, I just had a whole different section, and I was like, whoa, this sounds really good. And it's not in the recorded version of it yet, so we can go put that in.
I gotta go.
We can try it.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And you guys are competitive, at least the way you talk about music amongst yourselves and otherwise, it sounds competitive. I know in rap circles, at least, there's a lot of competition that, you know, is very natural for the genre. I feel like it's like one of those things where I think rap is the closest thing to a sport for music.
Yeah,
according to me,
absolutely,
right?
yes.
Because it takes like maybe I'm wrong, but like takes according to the most physical skill required to like, and then also like it's just like so many words and syllables, like, you know what I mean?
It's brain power, bro.
It's brain power, big brain time. But do you guys look at other bands or other artists with that competitive lens? Do you listen to them going like, we'll outdo these motherfuckers? Like, no,
not really, because again, we're so fucking different. And there is competition in everything, you know what I mean?
ये होता है कि किसी का गाना सुन के you're like wow,
that's amazing, वो ये क्या हुआ,
and then you're like यार इस तरह का कुछ शायद कर सकते हैं या इस तरह.
It's a good lens to look at it.
It is
glass half full.
Yeah, it's good. It is competitive. It's just rap specifically is competitive, and that's how it's been for since ages.
From the beginning, and business by nature is competitive. And we're in the music business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just like part of the game. We don't like hold grudges with people. We don't like, we're not trying to step over anybody's toes or nothing like that. We just have a good time playing sports. You know what I mean?
Go sports.
We got sports jackets.
But
I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of people should try to put themselves a little above that kind of stuff where it's like, yeah, I mean, you should understand who's around and what they're doing, but you don't have to be like obsessed with them or hate them or whatever. But that's a very interesting tangent. Like, you guys are competitive, but almost in a glass half full kind of way, where it's like appreciative.
It's more like how you want to develop your individual sound. Like, it's not like अच्छा इसका flow अच्छा है तो मैं ले लेता हूँ. No, I want to work on my voice and what it's gonna sound when somebody's like putting on headphones and listening to me like this. So like I want wo, and then Billy, obviously he has his own way of writing everything, and Changez has his own way of looking at the music once it's recorded और उसको bass डालनी है तो क्या, what effects does he want to have? तो वो हम लोग उन चीजों में घूमे रहते हैं कि यार मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ गाने में,
it's less about exactly,
और किस लिए कह रहा हूँ, फजूल में तो नहीं, ऐसे तो नहीं लिख दिया मैंने. So that's very important. So
that's good. Like you guys really emphasize on what you're getting across.
In your lyrics, एक चीज मुझे जो दिखती है is like you can't put an entire performance kind of space as content. You know, in the modern age, everything becomes content for people, right? It's not content. There's people's feelings involved. Their emotions are there. They're putting it out for themselves. So it's not just content. You know, and that's the way a lot of people look at this. They're like, acha ye log to acha Instagram kar rahe hain, ye kar rahe hain, content bana rahe hain. It's not content, bro. Fucking sharing the dil ki baat hai ya jo kuch something that affected us, and we bring that to the room.
It's not quantity.
And it's not even about like being part of the music scene or being, you know, in the game. It's just about what Ashir and Changez were saying, basically about like fixing up, getting yourself right and doing the fucking best you can do at whatever it is that you're doing. We know a lot of athletes who, despite infrastructure and shit, you have Hajra's picture up there.
Yes, sir.
Hajra has went through some shit playing her game, you know what I mean? And she didn't do it to be in the spotlight. She just wants to play the fucking game because she loves the game. And that's how we feel about music.
Choga bonita.
They don't even like, it's so ridiculous. Like, athletes in Pakistan don't get me started on all of the things. Like 2.5 years covering sports actively in Pakistan now. That stuff is heartbreaking. Like, especially with football, it's like Hajra and everyone else. Like, these are players, individuals, athletes with dreams, goals, aspirations, all of that. And, you know, the only reason, and think about this just for a second, the only reason they can't do what they're supposed to be best at, which they are best at in the country as well, bona fide best in the country, the only reason they can't do it in the country or the highest levels internationally is because of some schmuck sitting in some fucking office who's be affiliated with FIFA properly, and they keep getting banned every single year.
Bro, that sounds like some ego play also. You know,
and it
like,
is.
Ye mera game hai.
It is.
It's tera game nahi hai ye.
Disgusting how they dealt with sports in Pakistan.
But I'm so inspired by athletes. I feel like it's my number one like way to channel whatever I want to do at the highest capability is to like treat it like a sport, treat it like an athlete. Even though, you know, I haven't been on the pitch in a while. I haven't fucking anytime I get on the pitch with Ashir, he starts a fight with me. So I just stop playing. You know, but
that's a good analogy. Like winning. That's a good analogy because you're just like, acha, phir game khelna hai, recovery bhi hai. Exactly. So like the way you pace yourself and go through that. I think we've all played competitive sports of some sort.
What would you guys play?
Changez used to row.
I used to row, bro. I got like in 2008 2 gold and a silver in the nationals.
India bhi gaya tha tu.
I went to India for that shit as well.
Yes, sir.
Bahut fit tha.
Ashir ka football ka scene hai, bro.
I was 14 when I started playing, and I still play football. But professionally, जो ख्वाब था मतलब 14 साल का मेरा, तो वो तो बहुत जल्दी टूट गया था मतलब.
Sorry about that, man. नहीं,
Yeah,
जो
bro.
बात
मतलब Manchester United ने नहीं sign किया तो कोई बात नहीं, bro.
I'll make my own club called
Number
Towers.
7 नहीं बना, कोई बात नहीं,
Next
bro.
tryout पे, bro.
Yeah, bro, हो जाएगा. Tension ना
Yes,
ले.
okay.
I got you, bro.
I'm actually about to go pro. I am still in sports. I'm about to go pro in high jump. I'm a professional high jumper.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was like, yo, that's some shit, bro. I was like,
I'm actually
a
it's not
comedian
high
shit.
jump. I'm into curling. You know, curling
yeah.
with the broom. I'm
Yeah.
fucking
A fiend with that. Yeah. Chess is a sport as well. वो भी तू.
and it's in.
बड़ी science है, bro, curling.
Bro.
Curling is a weird sport, though.
I love watching it,
hell
though.
is
It's so
happening
good,
there?
bro. वो सामने से सफाई कर रहे हो.
With focus too.
Yeah,
Bro.
with like a lot
Focused
of.
broom making.
Bro,
It's insane, bro. I
उनकी
love
जो
it.
speed होती है ना, just
It's
बड़ा
insane.
weird.
And they're
Madness.
skating backwards at the same time.
Yeah, that's just not
Let's
easy.
just
Skating
remember that
backwards
for a
is not
second.
easy, bro.
I would say that's the most anticlimactic sport in the world. Can we agree on that? It's like
Sure.
it's probably
Everybody
really hard.
shut up. The rock is gonna hit the other rock.
Oh, crazy.
God damn.
But yeah, I actually wanna. Sorry, boys.
Yeah.
Talk to AB for a quick
Oh,
second.
hell
Yeah.
Get
Big
in
like
there, bro.
large.
Oh hell yeah.
How was that
Karachi,
for you?
Karachi.
And dude, that was Karachi. Yes, bro. I
Yes,
love
Karachi,
that.
Karachi.
And Manu, shout out in the
Shout
room.
out Manu,
Really,
shout out Tahaji, shout out Rizzy Rosie
Rizzy.
जिसने गाना बनाया हमारे.
all of these guys is absolutely like, yeah, bro. हाँ, वैसे क्या सीन है? Care drop.
That was my shout out.
पैकेज यहाँ पे भेजना है नहीं, but वो bro like अच्छा, मैं रिजी से पूछना था, मानु से भी पूछना, but since you're here first, I will
Yeah.
ask you, was that song like a retaliation to someone or something? Because you guys look pissed off, yaar, like as
So,
if बहुत अलग गाना था.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Yeah.
बहुत fit था, bro. How
I
did that
think
come
it's just
together?
a way to channel your energy, your creative energy. I think ये बाहर मतलब if you listen to rappers abroad, their whole
Yeah.
thing is just to be angry on beats.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like मुझे तो
I
बहुत,
loved it, bro.
और
Like,
like लोगों को भी बहुत पसंद है. Like
हाँ.
that's like the most famous genre in the world.
And I think that anger is also just natural. It's
And
a
if-
part of
if-
us, you know what I mean?
If like you are familiar with the emotion, why not use it in an artistic way? If you are familiar with violence, so then you know.
Damn.
That's
right.
That's the way I look at it. And
Heavy.
that's how to.
No, I love it, and that was a great song. And I felt like all of you sounded spectacular. And shout out Zain Peerzada, one take
Zain
that
P is a
Zain,
fucking
one take
beast,
that
bro.
casually like,
Beast boy.
what the hell, yeah?
And
Like,
Zain,
how does he do that?
Shout out Flux Media,
Yeah.
bro.
Flew
like,
X
Shout
7
out.
a.m.
Shout out.
tomorrow.
Boys and about fit scene. I want to ask about the hurdles that you guys might have faced as a band when you were first starting, and I don't mean like from a industry standpoint or from a music scene standpoint. I mean like just making music in Pakistan. Was there things where when you were starting out, you were like, यार ये कैसे करते हैं, या ये कौन करेगा, ये इसके लिए क्या करना है? And then if you guys did face something in particular that stands out in this moment right now, what did you guys do to overcome it?
I mean, I've made music for a long time. It's now been like, I guess 12 years, 13 years that I've been like playing music, as in I knew how to play instruments and shit. I learned not too long ago, I'd say, but I stopped. I keep stopping and picking it back up and stopping and picking it back up. And I feel like most of that is just because of the people that I encounter in it or have encountered in those periods of my life, like teachers, bitter people, shit musicians, fucking just random, just whatever it is that makes me lose interest in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God right now I'm in a place where I'm surrounded by fucking killers, by great musicians, by challengers, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's why for the
that
last 2-3
definitely
years,
helps. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
even before I met them, like I'd seen shit start happening. And I feel like that's a big reason why we went full time and just stuck with it to a point. I mean, maybe now the hardest thing about making the music is just like impressing each other. You know what I mean? It's just that.
That's
thing.
got to be a good problem to have, I feel.
I guess, yeah. You know,
Yeah. man.
Pushes you to make like
Yeah.
better stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
but
And-
I don't think that's the kind of thing that's gonna stop us. You know what I mean? It's now I think we're
Yeah,
past that point.
They're all learning experiences, man. You like, there's no failure. From the words of Siki last night, he's like, "There's no failure, bro. You're just learning." anything that you fuck up, you just learn from it, and then you go on to the next thing, and you know that one thing that you didn't know before. You know. Thanks, Siki, for those fucking gems,
जो
bro.
बात है, win or learn, यार.
Learn.
I love that.
I want to learn.
What? Yeah, okay.
Let's have that cigarette.
But yeah,
Cut that out.
we'll keep it in. But yeah, what's next? Do you guys still enjoy? Obviously, you guys must really enjoy getting back on stage in front of people now that things are opening back up.
Yo.
I think it's completely open in Karachi now as well. Like you're getting to play, you're getting to get gigs and be in front of audiences, and like is that thing back in full swing like you thought it would be?
I mean, I'm in it for the shows, bro. I won't lie. I really enjoy playing the shows.
हाँ, कहीं भी show मिलेगा हमें, हम जाके बजाएंगे. We'll play the shit out of it and we'll do the best we can and we'll kill it.
Fucking call us to Multan, call us to Sialkot.
मैं क्वेटा में बजाना है, bro.
Yo, Quetta is on the list for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Peshawar, really want to go fucking up north. Play
Bro,
some
those crowds will absolutely lose their mind.
I want to go to India. I want to go fucking. I want to go everywhere.
Jamaica भी जाना है. Jamaica में मुझे show बजाना है.
मैं आ रहा हूँ.
हाँ, by the way, Spotify rap.
मैं यहाँ.
Spotify rap में हमारी कौन सी African country में stream?
Jamaica.
नहीं, it was
Filhaal was most streamed in
Nigeria or Mozambique or something like that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Filhaal was most streamed in Mozambique.
In that like 2-month period or like month period, yeah.
Crazy, yaar.
There's people
Gotta
listening
go to Mozambique,
stuff in Lao PDR. What is Lao PDR?
Lao, like
Next to Cambodia?
yeah, that's how.
Go learn a book, man.
Hey, the capital is Laos, right?
Yeah. I thought Laos was the country. I need a
Laos.
book.
Yeah, we all need books here,
Try
bro.
some books.
Like shooting them out.
Talk to me.
City in Nigeria.
Call me to a podcast. This is what you get.
Books. No, I love that. And boys, like this was the first time I got to interview a whole band at the same time, and I absolutely love this because I feel like I was expecting a lot more like discord and maybe like you said talking.
Shut up! I'm talking.
Yeah.
We can fight, bro. You want us to fight? We can do
Please.
it.
No, I'm kidding. No, but that's what I'm saying. It's such a fucking pleasant thing that you guys are actually a well-oiled machine. This was such a smooth podcast. Like I was expecting like बहुत मुश्किल होगा 3 people at a time.
Lots of going, bro.
And
Yeah. You guys just toss to each other naturally like you've been in the broadcasting business for years.
And now I'm going to Ashir for the fucking weather.
Hey. सब बेंच गीले होने वाले छतरी लेके निकलो
यार प्लीज अगले गाने में डाल देना like at least opening बहुत आला यार. And guys, the last segment of the podcast is always for the guest segment, and you're supposed to kuch nahi, like you do what you want. But I mean, like this segment is designed for you to say something that you might have wanted to either get off your chest or get across to people. Anything you want to plug, anyone who owes you money, anyone you want to fucking, shout out here, call them out.
I see you, fucking Salman.
Yo,
but I have that shit.
Thug man 1 2 3 5 7. Thug boy, Skull Candy 1 2 5 6 7. You called me, motherfucker, on Call of Duty, bro. I'm coming for you, bro.
God damn.
But yeah,
it's my mom. Thug boy 28.
She's a great lady.
You can't talk like that to us, bro.
You heard that, motherfucker?
Fucking
Who
Thug boy.
But boys, I want to know what you guys want to say. The people who wants to go first. Pugna?
मैं पहले जाऊंगा.
First Pugam in the history of
Changez go.
Okay,
मैं पहले जाऊंगा.
we hold the Pugam for another one.
Bro, this entire trip to Lahore has been like मेरा दिल खुला है थोड़ा सा. बहुत love मिला है. सिक्की, मानू, टीक्यू ने बहुत love दिया है और मैं overwhelmed हो जाता हूँ कभी-कभी. I'm like, man, why does somebody show that much kindness, you know?
Sweet.
And they've just been really good support system. So thank you, boys, all of you.
रुलाएगा क्या?
Just really looking forward to all the releases that are coming, and it's going to be really exciting time. And yeah, just really happy to be here in this position right now today.
Grateful.
Very grateful. Very blessed.
और वो थक बॉय जो था उसको तो
Thug boy का scene नहीं है.
Thug boy को
टांगे तोड़नी है.
कूटना है.
Thug boy वाले गाने आ रहे हैं.
Yeah, he's probably 14. Yeah. छोड़ दो.
Thug boy is probably watching is going, oh no, he's on to me.
Yeah. Last sign out message. I think what I'd say is just to my friends that want to make music or people that want to make music and don't get too wrapped up in your sense of self and who you think you are supposed to be or what you're supposed to look like or sound like. What works for music industry or the scene. हमने उर्दू गाने बनाने शुरू किए इन लोग ने बोला कि तुम अब marketable हो, तुम अब market में आ गए.
Sell out.
Like we never really, took that into account that once we started writing our first LMM set was like half English, half Urdu. And it's just because of the way we talk and the way we speak, and it's the way most people around us speak. There's a huge section of the population that doesn't speak the way we do.
Yeah.
Whether that be half or full or either way. And I feel like a lot of people get wrapped up in thinking that I'm from this or I'm a part of that and I have to be that or I want to be there. Just stop overthinking. Just do what comes naturally, and if it's good, it'll work. And it just has to be good. Just make some good shit.
And there's no pressure. Just go do your thing.
No pressure. There is pressure.
Oh, no, I don't know about
Yeah,
that,
pressure
bro.
makes the shit good. Bro.
Pressure makes the shit good.
That's actually
That's
true.
how diamonds are made.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. Yeah. Exactly.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, by the way. Actually, I don't know if it's cold.
No, the diamonds were actually made in
Sir,
factories.
cubic
So
zirconium.
how do you tell the difference?
But I do think that the last note I want to leave people on is to fucking whatever it is you're putting off, just do it. Just fucking do it and shut up and do it. That's
Just
it.
do
Yeah.
it.
Just do it. That's the one. That's the
Shia
energy.
LaBeouf energy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just realized we did the closing segment, so I forgot to ask you about the most important thing.
What?
So it's not the closing segment.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
Can I edit
Bonus
that? Cut all
round.
that shit out.
We can like
Yeah.
cut and chop it out or
Yeah.
whatever. But I want to ask you, what's next? To pucha tha about going in front of audiences and stuff. But I want to know what's next in terms of what's coming out. What can the people expect? And what should they be expecting? I know this. If any of you've been listening to this podcast with any modicum of attention, you shouldn't expect it because it's very like
It's always
you know,
different. You don't know what
yeah.
to expect. And that's the point.
But what can you get? And especially since we're able to drop Shola, or at least its name in the podcast. Not drop it, God, no. Like not at the
That would be
podcast.
fun, actually.
That would be nice.
You want to pull your phone out? No, I'm kidding. But like, since we're able to talk about Shola, what should people be expecting with that? And not just that. I mean, anything you make in terms of music or your music videos or whatever. Like, what do you want to leave people who are waiting for the next hour's drop to just be expecting with the next release?
I think they should just keep in mind that everything we're doing is not just for them or for us. It's for the world. We're trying to make shit bigger than us, bigger than you, bigger than we've seen before. Not many people have done it. Arooj Aftab just did it. Dalal Qureshi is doing it. There's a lot of people who are on their way up there, and we just want to know. We want people to know that that's where we're aiming. We want shit to go top, way up.
Once you make it and it's out, it's not yours anymore. It's everybody's.
No, that's intense.
That was my sexy voice.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he just turned into his interview
Sorry,
voice all
bro.
of a sudden.
Sorry.
But no,
Your
elaborate
podcast.
on that. Like, it is for everyone, but
It is for everyone. You give it away, and then if people, same thing. If it doesn't stick, if it's not good, nobody gives a shit about it.
Mhm.
So it is for everyone in that sense.
yeah. No, I love that.
Yeah, man. Just I don't know what to say about this, but we'll just keep doing what we do the best way we know how to do it.
Day to day, that's my man.
And foresight ka scene itna mere personally itna nahi hota. I just know what I have to do tomorrow, and I have to fucking kick the shit out of myself to do it. And if whatever that is, like मुझे कोई painting बनानी है या मुझे कोई गाना लिखना है या मुझे कुछ भी करना है, like I know that I have to do that the fullest of my capability.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I want to remember when I wake up tomorrow. Yeah.
Day to day, but we got the vision. We see it. We
Yeah.
see it around us, and we got it.
No, I believe you guys. And like, this has been an absolute pleasure for me again to talk to you boys. I feel inspired. Like, and I hope anyone listening to this feels inspired as well. And really, that I feel like is the perfect message that you can give out, because there's so many people now who's doing so many things, and all of a sudden almost, right? But a lot of people might feel as if, oh, that spot's already taken, or oh, we already have one of those, or oh, you know, like I shouldn't do that because already
there's space for everyone, man.
Space for everyone. And I feel as if most of the time what's stopping you from getting to the next level or to the next phase is that one conversation that you got to have with yourself, which is just do it. Like,
so you know,
just get it done with.
You know who there's no space for?
Who?
The fucking haters.
Yeah,
bitch.
by the way, yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
नहीं मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं haters. बड़े cute होते हैं, मजे मजे की बातें करते हैं.
जो बात है. And I never understand that. And if you hate on the podcast or on towers,
Love
then
you.
chal bro, nikal side chat bro.
We'll do
bro.
one better.
And guys, honestly, it's been very like I was very intrigued just hearing you guys talk about your craft, and I feel like you guys take it very seriously. I'm a fan, and I always will be, especially after this
Big
podcast.
blessing.
Thank you so much for
man.
having us.
No,
This
dude.
was the most fun like I've had in a while. We've been just grinding, working. I mean, not doing what's the most fun is in terms of press.
Yeah.
Come on.
In terms of press, yeah. No, for
Fucking
sure.
Interviews are generally
No,
boring.
this is
man.
fun, man.
No,
This is
yeah.
really
Have you ever been talked to somebody on the radio?
Mm.
It's the fucking worst.
the bits, bro. Like anything like radio or mainstream media is just
काफी miss होता
It's like a filtered down version of what.
Oh, the morning
begin
shows.
with.
The
Yeah.
morning
है.
shows.
नहीं कुछ हाँ नहीं miss होता.
नहीं bro, उसका कोई सीन नहीं है. Radio is good. Some people are like, again, उनके भी बहुत. If you want to say mainstream media is bad, because now that I've been around a lot of people in, you know, like the radio and the TV and the world, I always just think like, yeah, why does this motherfucker do it like that? Why are you selling your soul, man? Like, you know, step up for us, you know, whatever. And but bro, in Kibi, they're just doing a
It
job.
works, yeah.
They're doing a job. Somebody else. It's a traditional kind of overarching structure that needs to be completely changed and flipped on its head for people to understand like, what the new mode of communicating meaningful information to people is. Yeah, fuck the media.
The pyramid should be upside down.
Yeah, it should be. It should trickle down that way.
Shit.
But yeah,
Holy shit. Fuck.
you guys are giving us the best ad libs ever, bro. I'm not even joking. Bow. Boys, Changez, Bilal, AB. Absolute pleasure again for you guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
That's the first time.
That's your Insta handle, bro.
It's it's Bilal.
Yeah, I know it's
Urdu mein there's no like
Blal.
Balloch.
Fit, I think. Do you want to go by Bilal from now on?
No.
Okay.
You tried
I was like,
giving
maybe
him a
order something,
rapper
yeah.
name, but
नहीं AB
Lal is
sounds good,
fine.
bro.
Yo, I just realized ABC.
नहीं AB.
Bro.
Whoa, wait.
Hold up.
Wait, hang on.
Hold up.
AB, BB, CB.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
Fucking
this has been
Mic drop.
Towers. This has been Towers. Wait. I'm not throwing that shit. It's way too expensive.
I know, don't do it.
That shit is
No, on
money.
this table, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Towers. Tana Lasser Mirza. Thank you so much for tuning
Thank you.
in or staying tuned to the podcast by the end. If you're still here, if you are still here, God bless you. Shout out Yan City. And also, I just want to say, leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment, and leave all that nice stuff that you got to do. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. Just
You
do it
better
eventually.
do it.
But just do it now.
Well, the towers will come for you.
Attack that like button.
Yeah.
Smash that fucking share button.
Comment that shit, bro.
Do it. And just do it. And from me to you, the 3 words I always say to end the podcast, and that is just please keep it tight. We got more coming. Stay tuned.
Bye.